Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.
Who picked up his visa this morning and he's currently on a plane, I think lands in about 10 or 15 minutes into Phoenix. He'll be joining later for a head-to-head potentially, but certainly for the weigh-in tomorrow. Sonny, welcome. Back here, this is a tough fight. You know, a lot of people would have expected just a comeback fight in the UK. You wanted to jump straight back in on a big show, back in Phoenix against a world champion. Do you feel like these are the kind of fights that we're going to see the best Sonny Edwards?
Yeah, I mean, I've never really wanted easy competition. I've never really wanted easy paydays. I've relentlessly chased down hard fights from way before I signed with you, Eddie. I was still trying to get everyone in. I remember we made the fight with Martinez and he pulled out. He didn't want to take the fight. So and that was meant to be happening in Mexico City from if my memory serves me correctly, October the 22nd, a couple of years ago, but it didn't. Me, I'll fight anywhere. A boxing ring is where I feel home. It doesn't matter if it's in the UK, Dubai or Arizona. I actually loved the experience out here last time. It was a fantastic one. It was the best event I've been part of by a long way, and to be one of the main stages, it was a dream come true. I knew I was going to have a hard fight then, and I know I'm going to have a hard fight now. I wouldn't even train. I wouldn't even get out of bed if I didn't think I had to. So, no, Eddie, I don't want an easy 8-rounder or an easy 10-rounder against a British kid that probably hasn't got much of a chance to beat me. Give me the biggest fight. That's what I said to you, and this is what we have. And obviously, coming through this, there should be big fights laid out in front of me. But obviously, Saturday night, I've got to get back to winning ways. Otherwise, where do I go from there?
You got booed into the arena last time, but you got cheered out of the arena after giving us everybody a great, great fight. We know it'll be Mexican strong in there on Saturday night, but it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Exactly what you're all about.
I mean, I've already got about 10 of my Mexican family members in that row over there. They've been looking after me for the last 2 weeks. So I don't know, I reckon I'll have a few more, maybe only about 20, 30, but it's all I need. Any more support that I can gather, then so be it. But for me, you know, boxing, hopefully there's a lot of people there for the chief support for our fight. But yeah, boxing in front of a packed out venue, even if everyone wants me to get beat in the venue, that doesn't bother me. I just like making people feel something, and you know, people probably looking for the pain in my eyes from losing to a great champion in BAM, but it doesn't exist. The next week I was showing my face. I stood next to you in Saudi with lumps and bumps and bruises everywhere, and I wore them proudly. They were scars from battle that I earned the hard way. I know what boxing can be. 20 times in a row I won quite easy and convincingly, didn't have to really think too much. And then the one night I lost, I have to take that on the chin. The better man won. So yeah, I think it's quite fitting. A lot of people are trying to say, is it a bit sickening being on the undercard of someone that beat you? If anything, I think it's fitting. I think this is exactly where I need to be. I think getting a win in America is what I need to do after the first time it didn't go so well. And yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Eddie, the zone, everyone involved. Shout out to JL Jim for looking after me. I've been out here for a couple of weeks. Me and Grant, we've been putting the work in all camp. We, you know, prepared as if it was still a world title fight, even though it's not. I'm 2 feet in this boxing game, and I'm not going anywhere. So win, lose or draw. What you got next to me, Eddie?
One word on your opponent. Seen him a couple of times up live. Very exciting fighter. I think the styles will gel really, really well. Comes out the gate nice and hot, always on the front foot. If you saw, you know, to his detriment probably in the Nonshinga fight last time out. But
and his other 4 losses. I mean, it's easy to start a 36-minute race running 100 miles per hour as fast max effort as you can, but see how long that lasts for a fighter like me. Okay, my defense didn't really look like much from the second round. I couldn't really see much that was coming. So I just stood there and had a firefight with a fireman, and I paid the price. But this time I'm with a fighter, I think that's not half of my last opponent, and I think I could stand there and bang it out with him the same way, or box and move. I think obviously Curiel's a good fighter, otherwise he wouldn't have ever won a world title, but the same person he knocked out easy and free knocked him out in 7 or 8. So, you know, I don't think even Nonshinga or Curiel are the best of fighters. I think it kind of cheapens a world title that either of them was ever world champions if it's up to me, but they were and have been, so here we are. You know that this fight should have been at light flyweight. I agreed to drop down and fight at Curiel's more natural weight, I guess, but it didn't happen because Nonchinga would refuse to negotiate a fight with me, so there was no real point dropping down with no end goal. So here we are, flyweight. I'll fight anywhere, I'll fight any weight. Yeah.
Well, big fight for the division, big fight for the card, great fight for the card. Two former world champions battle it out, Sonny Edwards against Adrian Curiel.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.